This is An Unexpected Detour by Megan J. Collins. I had everything planned out this week. I would start my morning with a cup of coffee from Damien's, walk down the street to a nearby park, sip my beverage and read my book. At 9 a.m., I would get to the office and work on the Stevensons versus Solvix case. I'd booked it out to finish the entire case by this Friday, just in time for the firm's annual party where I could gloat to Mrs. Package about having my work done. Do I get to do that anymore? No, because my aunt decided to go up and die. I'd half in mind to skip the funeral, but my mother's whiny little voice would not stop until I had complied. Now I find myself, on this perfectly good Thursday morning, driving through Illinois to make it to Missouri, just in time for the funeral before heading back to Ohio. Hearing my stomach growl, I decide now is a better time than any to pull off the side of the road for some food. I'm so deep in the middle of nowhere that I have to drive several miles before I find a red building that reads Ackles Farmers Market. Hopefully they have some decent food, and better yet, a nice cup of coffee. Inside the shop is anything but desirable. The freezer looks like it hasn't been cleaned in decades. The floor takes the likeness of a mountain range from all the sinkage. Half the shelves lay on the ground, their nails broken off from age. In the back of the shop sits a little old Asian woman, crocheting what looks like a baby's blanket. "Do you have any coffee?" I asked the lady, her eyes never leaving the blanket. "We have tea." "Does it at least have caffeine?" "English, gray, or black?" "Black, please." And the kettle's in the back corner. Grab an apple, too. When they're in season, it's a sin to pass them up. Turning on the kettle, I sigh, as I now have to wait even longer before making it to the funeral. Why did Aunt May have to die this week? Why not next week or next month? How foolish of me. I'm sure Aunt May herself did not want to die. Not when she hadn't even made it into a year into retirement. Not when she had her 5th grandbaby only a month ago, and a 6th on the way. Grabbing an apple, I take a bite, and am almost instantly filled with the most satisfaction I have ever felt. Never did I know an apple could taste so sweet, juicy and tart, all wrapped in one. Aunt May's favorite fruit had been apples. Never once did I see her fruit basket void of the sweet fruit. She would have loved this apple, and she would have loved this place. She would have loved knowing her family would come together despite the tragedy of losing her. Grabbing a second apple, I pay the little old lady and walk out. I need to give this apple to Aunt May. I know she can't eat it, but it truly would be a sin to pass them up. The end.